Hello folks, and welcome to another video. I hope this one does find you well, and I hope it finds you drier than this aircraft currently is. Welcome to a very damp Nagoya, Japan, and welcome to the majestic FlyByWire A380, resplendent in the, I think it's the green turtle livery, ANA. I love what ANA do with their liveries. Absolutely gorgeous. So this will be a Freeware Friday episode, one that I originally intended to make quite some time ago, sort of when the aircraft came out, and it was Flavour of the Month in the flight sim world. But experienced some issues with it in terms of performance. It's a bit of a hog on the old sim or rig resources, and I don't know whether things have actually improved. I'm going to give it a red hot go here. I'm hoping that with the passage of time and continued development of the aircraft, that it's become a little bit less of a performance hog and my humble rig can run it, but we'll find out. I'm going to run the development version. It's the 4K development version to give myself a fighting chance. This will not be in any form an in-depth tutorial or look at the aircraft. This will be a typical episode here on the channel, folks, flying by an old man who just is here to enjoy himself. He'll take shortcuts, he'll omit things, he'll make lots of mistakes, he'll say some stupid rubbish during the course of the video. You know how it works if you've been around for a while. Can I just say thank you for your continued support, and if you're a new subscriber to the channel, thank you. Welcome aboard. Your support, folks, is very much appreciated. So, Freeware Friday episode, FlyByWire A380. You know we're in Nagoya, Japan. What you don't know is where we're going. So let's find out. And here we are in little nav map as usual. Begin our journey, as mentioned, in Nagoya, Japan, up here. Looks like an instrument departure from runway 34. Going to fly SID. I think the weather conditions would require us to fly an instrument departure if we were doing this IRL. We've got the Ibuki 4 SID with the to MIDA transition. So we go out towards Ibuki, and then it's a left turn above 11,000 overhead Lake Biwa, and then kind of right dogleg, and then sort of on a straightish track. Yep. Lots of waypoints. I'm going to have some work to do plugging all of this into the box, but that's okay. About 2 hours worth of flying ahead of us, and we're going to end up down on the island of Okinawa, specifically Naha Airport. And runway 18 left, we've got a star set up. We've got a star the Resorn via Kukul, and then we're going to fly the RNAV from Kamji down onto runway 18 left, which is a 10,000 foot strip, which should be long enough for us. So there you go, some Japanese flying today, folks, in the FlyByWire A320. Now what I'll do from here is I'm going to get it started. Cold and dark takes a while, as you know. I'm going to save you the pain of watching that and probably reduce my video length by about 75% by omitting that part of it. I'll get it started and out towards a runway. That runway will be runway 34 at Nagoya. I don't know about you guys, but something seems a little off with the right wing. Not sure what is happening here at all. Is that a known issue? I can't imagine that the developers would allow that out into the community. I've clearly got something bugged here on my rig. I wonder if it'll fake the flight. I guess we'll find out. This thing's quite a bloody challenge to taxi, isn't it? We'll arm those. Auto brakes over here somewhere. This one actually. And takeoff config, which is down here somewhere, isn't it? Where's the config? I'm just going to hit the brakes. Brakes, even. Are we braking? We are. Give myself some time here. Where's the takeoff config down here? All right, so we're all green on the display. The flight deck's a beautiful thing on this aeroplane, got to say. Very similar to the A350. Those of you that have that beast. Always a bit of drama with that aeroplane as well, isn't there? If you're still unhappy with it, there's been a few updates. But we're not flying that. We're flying the A380, and this is Freeware. And I think for Freeware, this is excellent. What a fantastic offering. I'm just having a little bit of trouble taxiing it, as I'm just remembering the one time I did fly it, I found it very difficult. We shouldn't need that much juicy to get us moving, should we? 57%. Maybe just have to get it rolling, and then I can slowly reduce the juice. There we go. Yeah, find it quite a challenging beast to taxi. It is one big mother of an aircraft. But yeah, as I was saying about the flight deck, I really like it. It's complex. There's a fair bit to sort of look at. There's stuff to do in getting this set up. I've taken so long to get the flight plan into the box and get us away from the gate that the weather has changed considerably. Now, just got to get this taxi. Just forgive me here, folks, while I... No, not that view, this one. That would help. All right, runway 34 here at Nagoya. I'm just going to take it gently does it, and get ourselves lined up. Yeah, this feels... It feels like a bit of a lottery. Definitely a guess with my pedals, which are known to be faulty. I'm just sort of stabbing at the pedals here. There we go. And I'm bringing it around. One big mother of an aircraft. Yeah, the weather's changed. The weather's certainly improved here on the ground. We're going to fly into some fluffy stuff. Anyway, we'll just get ourselves lined up here. And we're good. All right. So, we've got green on the display for our takeoff. We've got flaps 1 config. We've got a THS set appropriately. Should probably come upstairs, make sure we got some landing lights on. This doesn't seem to be playing ball with my hardware here. All right, strobies. Oh, okay. Getting some weird... What's this? Kind of... It's almost like a heat haze or something. You can see that on the video? Down at the lower end of the overhead. Kind of that... I don't know how else to describe it. Heat haze, but that's probably not... That's not the best description. Anyway, folks, jumping outside. We've still got the wing problem. Well, this will be interesting, won't it? See what happens. It's a gorgeous livery. And I like the shape of the A380 as well. An impressive bit of engineering. Here we go, runway 34. Do we do it? Fingers crossed, folks. And keep that sphincter nice and tight as well would be my advice. We're going to introduce some juicy, and we're going to move into the flex detent. Where's flexing? Auto throttle. Have we got auto throttle on? We should have. There's auto throttle. Are we flexing? What's happening with our flex? SRS, man thrust. Where's our flex? I just wanted flex. There we go. We got there eventually, folks. And before you know it, we're at bloody rotate.
V1.
Oh, geez, and wants to go. Gently does it. That doesn't take long, does it? Alright, positive rate and all that. Gear up. Into nav mode. Just had to sort of find our way into that throttle detent. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, she's stuttery as hell. Not that surprising. The first waypoint is Ibuki. In about 1,000 feet we'll begin that left turn. Get rid of those flaps, which seems really early. Too early, perhaps. Looking for an acceleration altitude at 1,500. Righto, we're trending in the right direction. Up and... Yep, we should be going into lever climb, which is... Where's lever climb? There? There's thrust climb. There we go. Auto throttle. Yep, we're all good. Need to pitch up a little bit, fella. We're going to bust through 250. Oh, well and truly busting through 250. Oh, such a big beast to fly. Like, you really feel the weight in it. And we'll get back onto the onto our nav track here, and we'll get Georgie doing some flying. Up into the weather we go. Performance is yeah, it's okay. I would say it's probably better than what I remember it when it first got released, but my memory is not the most reliable thing. Maybe I just want it to be better. I'm just going to roll wings level and go Georgie engaged. Thanks, George. And we'll zoom out a little bit on the display. Now, can I go weather radar on? Oh, that's a beautiful view being presented with. Let's take an external, because I can. We still got that wing problem. Good thing I fly from inside, folks. Hey, I have no idea what's going on there. Anyway, we'll consider that safely away if you ignore the right wing. I'll see you somewhere en route, folks. Almost at cruise altitude of flight level 400. Everything going quite well, apart from the flapping right wing. But I like to think that that's some smart fella at Airbus designed that as a feature, not a bug. Bit of extra lift on takeoff. Hey, you know how birds operate. Hey, work with me, folks. It helps if you can use your imagination when you're watching my shit. I've just noticed too that in the previous segments I've had the aircraft engine sound dialed way back. You probably weren't hearing it. My apologies. Last time I flew here in the 2020 sim, I was flying the 747-400, which required the aircraft engines to be reduced to 10%. I've increased them back up to their normal state, which is 100, so you'll be hearing the aircraft engines. The sounds in this aeroplane are really quite nice, so a bit of a shame that I didn't realise that earlier, but from this point forward, folks, you're hearing this aircraft in all of its glory. I'll see you a couple of times en route. I have something to talk about, and if I don't, I'll make something up. And the flappiness continues unabated. Doesn't seem to be affecting the way the aircraft flies. It's just a visual glitch of unknown origins. We are safely settled into the cruise here at flight level 400. Quite a strong westerly breeze blowing this part of Japan. Those of you that are familiar with Japan, we've kind of just passed Kobe and Osaka, and heading towards our next waypoint, which is Hybers. Everything going, quite well. Toddy's in about 500 miles, less than an hour. We're making good speed. We're doing well. So it's recommending a max altitude of 420, but optimum is 400. Good thing I plucked 400 out of my ass. Hey? Got plenty of juicy. Expecting to land at Naha with 44 tons, which is a lot more than we perhaps needed to carry, but that's all right. Flight plan over there. Yeah, I was saying earlier about the flight deck of this aeroplane. It's impressive. The whole aircraft is impressive. I don't remember this thing. Is this the what's this called? Is that the OIS? Airbus aficionados will know for sure. I don't remember that being there. There's a whole bunch that isn't active here, but maybe that continues work in progress. I haven't touched it. Doesn't bother me. Of course, the fly pad over there. Yeah, everything. Just impressive. And performance-wise, I don't have the FPS counters on or anything like that. I'm just letting it run. But it feels alright. It's probably utilising every possible bit and byte that it can on my machine, but that's alright as long as it doesn't crash. I'm happy. Speaking of crashes, though, my experience with the 2024 sim, that sim and I, at this point in our relationship, we've agreed to see other people. Let me put it that way. I don't fly in it that often, and I went to fly in it a couple of days ago, fired it up with the sim update 2 beta thing. I let that happen, let that install. It actually started really quickly, the sim. It started quicker than it normally does, anyway. I don't know whether that's a feature of sim update 2, maybe it is. Or just got lucky. But they picked an aircraft, the PC-24. I thought I'll take that for a bit of a spin. With a start on the runway sort of thing, and crashed a few seconds after kind of rendering in, sitting in the VC, and the whole thing crashed. So I swore at the sim in 4 different languages, which was quite an impressive feat considering I only speak 1. And yeah, basically I've said, you go and find yourself, Microsoft 2024 sim. Go out into the world and you find yourself. You do you. And while you're doing you, I'm going to go and fly in another sim, which was X-Plane. Today we're in the 2020 sim. I don't know, does this aircraft, the A380, does it work in the 2024 sim? Someone will have an answer to that question. As you can see, folks, I don't keep up to date with everything in the sim world. There are other channels that'll help you to do that. People with more time, perhaps, than I do to keep up to date with what works where. We're in the 2020 sim. I like the 2020 sim for what it's worth. It's pretty stable on my rig, and yeah, really enjoying this flight so far. And once again from the flight deck, Capitan speaking, folks. We're just to the east of Kagoshima at this time. Everything going very well. I've been really pleased, actually, with this aircraft and how it's performed and how the 2020 sim is performing. And yeah, it's nice to have just a nice, relaxing, enjoyable flight. And flight simulation can be incredibly relaxing, can't it? It can also be very lonely. One of the reasons I have a flight simulation channel is to help it feel less lonely for an old man. But it's feeling particularly lonely today because I'm without my my copilot, my faithful companion, my little dog. No, don't worry, she hasn't left this world. She's getting old. I reckon she's got a good few years left in her. I'm going to go before she does. That's the deal we have, because I'm not sure that I want to be in this world without her. But she's off getting a bit of work done. No, not plastic surgery. She's getting a haircut, the nails done and all that sort of stuff. She's one of those dogs. It's just really weird not to have her here with me. It's rare that I sim without her. And kind of got me thinking, what do other people do? Do you have companions that sim with you, animal or otherwise? Maybe I know that some, and I've watched some flight sim videos where the guy has his child, or at least one of the children, sometimes more than one, on the lap or close by. My kids are far too old to be sitting on Dad's lap. Even when they were of suitable age, they still didn't want to do it. Who can blame them? You've probably heard the stories of all the women that have sat on my lap over the years and regretted it. But let us know in the comments if you feel like posting something. What do you do? In terms of, do you have company when you sim, or what do you do to make it feel less lonely? I'd like to hear from you. Folks, we have 230 miles to Toddy. I realised earlier that I got this interpretation horribly wrong. I was thinking this was 59 minutes or something, and we had almost 500 miles to go, and I thought, shit, we're getting along all right. But that doesn't make sense when we've got a headwind. So that's UTC time, of course. So 227 nautical miles. We should be at Toddy at 056 UTC. It's currently 026 UTC. So we have, when I went to school, 30 minutes to Toddy. We should be arriving at our destination at less than an hour, 50 something minutes from now, 44 tons. Really loving this this aeroplane. I'm even developing a fondness for the flapping wing. Only on this channel, folks. If you do have an explanation for that, I would be interested to hear it. But you know, I could have restarted the flight, redid the video. Nah, why start making professional content at this point in my career? Hey. Anyway, folks, I'll see you for an approach. Alright, so well into our descent now, folks, down through 150. Change of plan for our arrival. We're now flying an ILS, or planning to fly an ILS down onto 36 right at Naha. The wind has shifted considerably, now blowing straight down the strip at about 18 knots or something. Straight down the strip, 36 right. So, changed our star, changed our approach. I'm going to let Georgie do a whole lot of flying here, well into the approach, because the conditions at Naha Airport are pretty ordinary. They're almost as bad as the conditions when I started this video at our origin. Low vis, clouds down to I think 200 or 300. Yeah, so with showers of rain. So Georgie's going to do his thing, and I'll take over sort of in the nick of time, and you know, pull failure from the jaws of success, as I often do on the channel, and we'll see how we go. I have not, to my knowledge, ever landed an A380 in any sim, so folks, this could get wild. Anyway, see you for the concluding stages in the next segment. Alright, final approach, folks. We've got 5 miles to touchdown. Georgie in command. He has flown this approach beautifully. We are fully configured. Our gear is down. Our flaps are set. Our fingers are crossed. And our sphincter has been tightened. We're in the muck and expecting to be in the muck most of the way down. We do have minimum set, 200 baro. We're seeing some ground. Helpful. It is raining. I'm not going to bother with the wipers. I don't know if they work or not. We've got a strong westerly breeze at this altitude, 20 knots across our nose, hence the crab angle. Take a quick external while I can. We're still flapping away, folks. There we go. Naha runway 36 right. Back inside, getting ourselves sorted. Georgie, I might take over, mate. I'm feeling lucky. Not confident, just lucky. Here we go. We'll leave the auto throttle in. You can manage those for me. That's quite a strong breeze. So the weather is not reflecting the meta. We're getting low on it. This sight pitch is going to be very weird for the old man. As I said,
500.
I don't think I've landed an A380. We sit pretty high up, don't we? We're getting low. Glide slope, we're in trouble. Yeah. I've let that get away from me. Breeze has shifted around now. That sight pitch is weird. I know the glide slope. Thank you for not complaining at me verbally, though. Thanks, Georgie.
100 above.
Yeah, alright. We're rocking and rolling here a bit.
200.
Maybe overcorrecting a tad. Runway 36 right, Naha, folks. Wish me luck. Yeah, we're continuing.
100.
Oh, this is A real challenge.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Oh, I'm going to
5,
float it. Touchdown? I think so. Oh, it didn't feel particularly good. So we're just crawling in. Nose wheel on, into reverse for what it's worth. Not one for the purists, but anyway, folks, we're on. We've got auto brakes kicking in. We'll come out of reverse. Folks, welcome to Naha, Japan, and thank you for your company in another flight.
Auto brake off.
Yeah, thanks, champ. In another flight. It's been a Freeware Friday episode looking at the wonderful FlyByWire A380 here in Microsoft 2020. Folks, until we next meet, you stay well, enjoy your simming, and bye for now.